Here are 60 CS2 tips pros use to win more games, and I guarantee you're not using at least half of them. Let's get straight into number 1. Next time the CT smoke palace, throw a Molotov off the wall and it's going to land balcony to where you could push out of the smoke and edge in between the smoke and Molotov, and the CTs playing A will not expect you to be there. Besides being able to push through the smoke unexpectedly, you don't have to worry about any CTs on balcony. Team Liquid are going to throw the top mid smoke and they boost behind the smoke to get ultimate on top, while Suhi, the bottom player, is going to be spraying connector through the smoke here. That's going to bait any CTs inside connector to peek mid, thinking that it's just a rifler. Yuri hears the shots going off top mid, so he's going to get baited into peeking into ultimate. Aurora have this smart dual setup inside window room, whereas Towers is going to spray the left of the top mid smoke, which leaves a gap for Woxic to see. Blitz gets dropped 2 extra HE nades and he's going to bring that inside window, so he has one himself. He waits for Aurora to mid round to throw the mid window smoke, which means they're coming out mid late, so there's going to be an underpass player and he throws all 3 HE nades underpass, taking out Major. This tactic is inspired by Team Vitality, who also run a similar tactic. Nissim shows the perfect mid nade set for the CT side to defend against the T's coming out. First Molotov the top box, aim here for the top mid smoke break, jump throw. Legacy has 2 CTs pushing out connector to push top mid and they punish the T behind the smoke. If you want to peek ramp like a pro on the CT side, watch this. So Flames the Molotovs early on, then he throws a flash off this wall and make sure the flash lands behind that right wall, because then you could peek with the flash. That flash won't blind you, and to top it off, if you really want, you could have a teammate throw an HE nade for that extra damage. Even though Demao was playing anti-flash, he still gets blind. One of the most common op peaks on Mirage CT side in the pro scene is being on top stairs holding ramp. There's an HE nade that you could throw from T roof that can punish the CT side opper. So first crouch at that part of the line, stand up, aim here, run forward, and jump throw. Boomich wants to push Palace and he has managed to throw a smoke Palace and he pushes in at the same time before the smoke actually blooms. This almost works out because the smoke makes Frozen peek because he thinks that no one's going to be there. Bottom con smoke is short Molotov from inside apps. First crouch here, then stand up for the bottom con smoke, aim as shown, left click throw. For the short Molotov, put your crosshair here, jump throw. Nemiga uses these nades to support their mid teammates to go mid to B into a split. I want to thank today's sponsor, which is SkinsMonkey. They are one of the best and easy to use CS2 trading sites. You can instantly switch out your skins you don't want by selecting them, and then pick out the new skins you do want that are so much nicer. You could also buy skins much cheaper with a 35% total deposit bonus using code NART. Use the link down below in the description to get a free $5 on your trade. Aurora lose the T-pistol and no plant, and look what they do. So they have Woxic buying a scout. He gets the opening frag while his teammates wait and spawn, and if he gets that opening frag, his teammates will force buy, so now they're up a 5v4 with a force buy. The best part about this is Aurora go on to win this late force buy. You saw LNZ run to escape the bomb explosion. That's because with this hidden update you can no longer sit car and take the damage. 200 IQ decoy on Dust 2's T side, so when the round starts, throw the decoy and then peek mid. The decoy is going to make it sound that you shot, so the CT is going to get baited into peeking mid. G2 are retaking B on Dust 2, and outside window Mobs gets boosted and he can see over the wall towards the platform and gets the easy frag. Next time you're retaking B, make sure to utilize this boost. Dust 2 B site is one of the hardest retake sites in CS2, but watch how Vitality put off. Zywoo jumps through window with a wide strafe, making him tough to hit, while his teammates use the info to instantly trade him out. Together, they both wipe out the T's and complete the retake, so next time you're retaking B, have that first player jump through window. G2 make the same play retaking B, and Donk struggles to get that transfer. This is such a genius strategy from Astralis, where Stair throws the top short Molotov and he's going to get flashed through, but instead of waiting, he's going to put out his own Molotov, and you see Astralis execute right behind this pop. They support Stair by throwing an avant-garde smoke and flashes for him to scale up. If you're an opper, you need to know this tip, as you're always going to be in the back of long. You're going to be watching platform and the push through the smoke. Just know that any CTs hiding behind this box can be wallbanged. Vitality has a play that uses the most common mid door smoke, the one that lands on top of the door and extends out towards mid. So Messi gets inside the smoke. While he's doing this, Apex sets up to throw a flash for Messi to push through to lower tunnels. Messi makes a smart play against the Mongols mid crisscross smoke, sit inside the smoke, hears the Mongol players running through, and he's going to pop out at the perfect time. When apartments is smoked off, I seen JimFat with a pit Molotov lineup, so crouch behind the boiler, look for this dot on the boiler, then you're going to stand up without moving your mouse, make your way over here, then run forward and left click throw. With this lineup you can Molotov pit perfectly without needing to see. Banana retake nades got easier with the Inferno update, so stand in the middle of this circle, aim toppler pole, left and right click throw for the half wall smoke. For the car Molotov, aim here, left click throw. There used to be a plant up there that would block your view. One trick play you could do after throwing the banana retake nades is to stand on top of the car and get boosted, so the right of the smoke you could see there's a gap. However, the CT jumped and got spotted, but definitely a play that could catch the T's off guard. Insane B retake flashes on Inferno using the new open windows from church. You stand on this wall, aim here, then jump throw. These flashes land above the roof and they're super effective against multiple different positions T's are holding in sight. Another good thing about the flashes is when your teammates swing from church, they won't get blind as the flashes land on the roof. LXB has his set lineup to break open the CT's bottom banana smoke. He aims here, left and right click throw. Wonderful gets the opener, and earlier he dropped LXB an HE nade, which LXB is going to throw the second smoke break, however he doesn't get anything. Apex has these really strong B flashes, but first he's going to self boost himself on top of half wall where he's going to throw the CT HE nade, and here are this flash lineup. He's going to aim at this line on the pipe, then left click throw. These flashes cover multiple positions, but they're really strong for any CTs playing shadow. If you use this top mid boost, be careful because any CTs that are inside the archway can spot you being up here and you can't see them on the opposite end, so you can get wall banged being up here. 2 Inferno smokes that I learned that you could throw from this very corner of the apartment balcony. So go ahead and find that corner, stand up for the top mid smoke, aim as shown, then left and right click throw. I learned this from NPL, then crouch, aim at this S, then stand up and jump throw. This will be moto smoke. I learned this from Liaz. We know pros like to jiggle peek their legs when they're going down the vent ladder to get info to make sure they can drop down safely, but what about going up? Zaiwu will jiggle peek with the tip of his head to get info if anyone is holding him that allows him to safely come out. Tanir peeks door and spots a T, and the T tries to hide behind this wall, but Tanir wall bangs him. You're going to see a lot more players using this wall bang, and it works on the opposite side too for the T's to wall bang site. Jimmy shows off a new position and angle to watch ramp. He holds his very tight pixel angle. When he makes contact, he could easily fall off down towards lower. Hooksy is able to spot Jimmy because he did have an op, but if you had a rifle, it's hard. Top hut Molotov lineup by Brolin. Stand next to the truck, aim at this part of the ladder without moving your mouse, run all the way up top to the roof, and then you're going to run forward and jump throw. This is an easy and consistent way to Molotov top hut, especially if you have trouble doing so. Insane nuke upper nades from top of the silo. Find this mark on the silo, then stand up for the Molotov that lands Mustang in top hut. Aim here, left click throw. For flashes, when you're standing, you're aiming at the corner of this window, then you crouch and jump throw. This Molotov has made a huge resurgence in the pro scene because it covers 2 positions. Nuke solo outside smoke wall. First stand in the middle of that pole. For the left smoke, aim here, jump throw. For the right smoke, use the pin of the smoke, aim here, then afterwards jump throw. Cabby has an instant Molotov for the train tracks that's going to put out the CT's monster smoke so it prevents it from landing, and this is insane because this beats the timing of the instant smoke. Let me show you a monster smoke that will counter this Molotov. This is how you smoke monster without the Molotov blocking it. So stay behind the trash can, aim here, then jump throw. Look at where the smoke bounces off. It bounces under the train tracks where the Molotov is above it, so it's not going to be effective. So use this monster smoke lineup if the T's are throwing the train track Molotov. Boss are on eco and they triple boost long A and Slight can see over the wall towards fountain and connector. No T's are coming this way, but it's a pretty cool boost to try to catch the T's off guard on an eco round. If the T's are coming along, you should play this angle and position to hold it because it's a strong off angle and you get to avoid the Molotovs and smokes that the T's are throwing for an execute. Make sure you have teammates watching your banana and toilet. If you play behind barrels and crouch and look down, the T's entering into B site will not be able to spot you unless they push up and clear out this position. Fnatic don't clear it and they get punished for not doing so. Icy drops down connector with an op and holds for the wood wall spam. Look at where he aims once he sees the spam. He's going to trace the bullets and he's going to wallbang that position, taking out Chopper. If you're toilets, you could easily clear out this position by shooting through this wall and it's going to push out any CTs playing behind here. Zentaris has a nasty off angle for the mid stairs. As the T's are entering out, it's going to be super hard for them to clear out this position because it's not a common angle that CTs are holding. As the leash is going through their motion to clear each angle, Zentaris is out in the open. There's a new meta HE nade pros are throwing as they're coming out of red. When they're jumping towards donut, they're going to be throwing this nade towards elbow. So Donk and Nico are throwing these nades and it really hurts the T's when they try to come out mid. Hunter lines up a mid smoke from CT spawn, aiming here, jump throw. This smoke lands above the cubby and it instantly shuts down T Molotovs, letting some pies hold this position and pick up a clean 2k as the T's are coming out elbow to mid. This smoke helps CTs contest mid control. Ultimate from back red has these flashes to support mid. He breaks the window on the lamp, aims at the bottom left of that lamp, then run forward and left click throw. Very easy lineup to remember because red is most likely to be smoked off. I see a lot of players making this mistake on the T side. Make sure you're crouching as you're entering into A main if you don't have a good spawn, because CTs going for that fast opening peek won't be able to see you. This is really important, especially if you're going to be throwing nades from T spawn to support your teammates. You're going to be late towards A main. Genius play incoming. BC Gamer retaking Ancient on A. Nexus smokes a bomb and he sticks it, while Simple throws himself in front. He takes a spam, and even if the T's killed Simple, they might think the diffuser's dead and stop shooting. Simple's 200 IQ play gives Nexus enough time to defuse it. Snow from Shelf has his B nade combo where he smokes short and Molotov long. First position with this part of the wall. For the short smoke, aim at this mark on the wall, then jump throw. For the long Molotov, aim here, jump throw. Really useful nade combo if you don't have much utility left. Flux will pull off an insane triple boost outside B, and Art is on top with an AK, sees the whole B site and spots his CT long, takes him out. Usually we see an Opper on top. CTs never expect this boost. If you want to punish the T's for going fast hauls, throws this HE nade that bounces off the pillar and it lands right below the window here where they drop down. Watch how Big Clan deal with any Oppers holding inside the doorway of Pop Dog. They first throw a flash and then they use this boost so JDC has an off angle boost in case the Opper is holding. You ever wonder why pros play this position on B site? That's because when you crouch here, the T's entering out ramp aren't able to see you. So Suhi jumps down ramp, he does not see any CT playing that position and gets caught. Twist shows the most overpowered B side position to hold ramp on train CT side, so get on top of the part of the train like this and you can have an insane angle to watch ramp, and you're able to avoid that Molotov and it won't burn you. And when you get flash as Twist did there, he crouches so he's not able to see, so when he recovers he can pop back up. Twist shows two new outside wall bangs from inside halls. This first wall bang is for any CTs playing the boxes, and then the second wall bang is for any CTs playing to the left of red. This second wall bang that he's doing right now, once he got that initial lineup, he doesn't move his mouse and he makes his way towards that window. MIBR have an insane play where they break open their own hall smoke for their Opper to go for the peek. This starts with Nyx throwing the hall smoke, then afterwards he makes his way on the top of the red train, throws his HE nade, meanwhile Safe goes for the opening peek upper. The VP player coming halls is not expecting this. That's 60 CS2 tips pros use to win more games. Start adding these into your matches and you'll see the difference right away. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next guide.